Suzanne.
I'll be with you in a moment. How do you like it?
I can't see myself as a native girl.
Wouldn't it be wonderful to be in the movies?
Say, maybe they'd let us play extras or something. You know me, have sarong, will wiggle.
You forget, we're only stopping at Tahiti for a few hours.
I'll bet that movie producer, director, Mr. Ames, would give you a part. He keeps looking at you like I wish somebody'd look at me.
Oh, he looks at every woman that way. Movie producers learn that in basic training. How far have you read?
Well, up to the part where that native girl, Luana, discovers that the U.S. fleet is sailing away, and her captain is leaving without her. And she stabs him with a giant clamshell because she knows he's allergic to fish.
I just love her speech there. Suffer, Captain. Suffer, Captain, as you have made me suffer. End your days here, Captain. Here where you held me close against your cool white uniform.
I did nothing of the sort, Miss Palmer.
We were just relaxing, sir.
Because we heard you were taking your afternoon nap.
Afternoon nap? I haven't had an afternoon nap since I was 4 years old. What are you reading?
Oh, it's a Hollywood movie script. I gave that director, Mr. Ames, such a good manicure that he let me have a copy.
There's a great part in it for you. Can't you see him as the distinguished beachcomber?
Perfect typecasting.
We are not amused. I wish we were already in Tahiti. That Hollywood bunch will offer this ship. Count of them, I had to skip my afternoon nap. I mean that Mrs. Mason. She came rapping on my door. I had to sneak out through the office.
Mrs. Mason? What does she have to do with the Hollywood bunch?
Ooh, there you are, dear Captain Huxley.
Well, she wants a screen test on my scalp. Now, you stand by, Miss Pomeroy. I may need your help. Mrs. Mason, you were looking for me?
Captain Huxley, you know the situation is desperate, and what are you doing about it? Nothing.
Oh, now, how can you say nothing, Mrs. Mason? When I personally introduced you to Mr. Ames, I seated him right next to you at my table.
But he was not aware of my talent. And I don't think you're aware of who I am.
Oh, of course I am, Mrs. Mason. You're the wife of the chairman of the board. And I'm sure that this round-the-world cruise will do your husband a world of good.
My husband's back home in New York.
Yes, I know. Oh, what's that you say? One of the boilers is bursting? Oh, well, excuse me, Mrs. Mason. Duty calls.
You look unhappy, Mrs. Mason.
I'm miserable. 30 years ago, when I lived in Cedar Rapids, we entertained the great John Barrymore. He looked into my eyes, kissed my hand, and said, "Darling girl, you have something the world really needs." Did he tell you why? Well, he's in my talent. I just finished a dramatic reading of The Boy Stood on the Burning Deck. You tell Captain Huxley I shall need your personal services this evening. This is my last chance.
Last chance for what?
For the career I was born for. I'll expect you at my cabin right after dinner. Unless you want your captain demoted. To our fleet of banana boats. Goodbye, my dear.
I got away by telling her one of the boilers had exploded.
So will you, sir, when you find out what's going to happen to you if I don't cooperate with her.
What can happen to me?
Well, she's... Cedric, your future passengers.
The banana boat fleet.
Well, yes, Mrs. Mason, it's a wonderful idea. I'll get hold of Mr. Ames right away. See you on deck.
Why don't we turn that around and have Mr. Ames get a hold of you?
Just the man I wanted to see.
Oh, you're just the girl I wanted to see.
Come here.
Hmm? What?
Now, turn off your Hollywood charm and do me a favor.
Okay. It's off. Now, what's the favor?
What's the price for doing the favor?
A dance on deck and a promise you'll call me the next time you're in Hollywood?
Well, the price is right. Beyond that door is an undiscovered star. Mrs. Mason, rehearsing.
Rehearsing for what?
Well, tonight, she's going to be Betty Davis. The setting is at the end of the promenade deck, where you will meet me at 10 o'clock sharp.
Well, so far I like it.
Scene 1. You're looking for me when suddenly you hear voices. Angry voices. You stand in the shadows and listen. Mrs. Mason and I are rehearsing a scene. You are spellbound by her performance. You can't control yourself.
Right. So I tiptoe away.
No. You'll rush in and tell her a new star is born. Curtain, applause.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't you leave something out?
You offer a screen test.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You've been reading too many of those fan magazines.
Oh, please. Promise her a screen test. Promenade deck, 10 o'clock sharp.
Shall we synchronize our watches?
I'm sorry I'm late. I had a little trouble getting the right props. Props? The baby. For the big dramatic moment where you take my baby away from me.
Oh.
Here him is. You think his head's too small for his body? Oh, I forgot to burp him.
It worked. Mr. Ames just came on deck. He's around the corner.
I've been looking all over for you, sir. There's a trans-Pacific call.
Quiet. A star is about to be born.
It's your studio, sir, and they say it's vitally important.
Okay.
I don't have one line yet.
You come in on the next page and say stop. You want to rehearse it?
Oh, maybe I'd better. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Stop.
Please stop padding your part.
Now remember, when you slap my face, slap it really hard.
Well, I'll just pretend to.
No, it must be real to evoke the proper emotion in me.
All right. I'll bring one up from the boiler room.
Oh.
Here, steady your part till you're on.
Give me that child.
My baby. Give me back my baby. A selfish old woman.
How dare you speak to me that way?
You're nothing but a spoiled old witch. Oh.
Miss Pomeroy! Stop!
That's my line.
Have you lost your mind?
You've ruined everything by butting in.
I did what?
Well, you see, it was only an audition for Mr. Ames.
An audition?
Yes, and now you've wrecked my career. Well, you can consider yourself unemployed, Captain. Take the baby.
Miss Pomeroy, you are fired.
Oh, just a minute. You can't fire her just because Mrs. Mason fired you.
I not only can, but I just have.
But, Captain, I was only trying to help Mrs. Mason's movie career get started.
Yes, well, you furthered my career on the banana boats. However, Miss Pomeroy, there is one consolation.
There is?
Yes. There will not be a social director on there that can drop banana peels under my feet. There, take your baby. Banana boats.
Oh.
Where were you when the dam broke?
Well, I've got problems.
Now, who hasn't?
The actress at the studio sent to Tahiti to play the part of the native singer has the measles.
The measles, for heaven's sake.
Wait a minute, why couldn't you do it?
Me?
Well, sure, I heard you sing on the show the other night.
Oh, Susanna, I can see it now. Success, wealth, fame, 2 swimming pools.
The one marked his and one marked hers.
Well?
Well, thanks, but... Well, we'll only be in Tahiti for a few hours, and I rather doubt that the captain's in any mood to wait while I break in a new career.
Well, why don't you leave the captain to me? I'll even try to make Mrs. Mason happy.
How would you do that?
Oh, you'll see.
Women. Wives of chairman of the board.
Everything's under control, sir. Even Mrs. Mason.
How's that again?
I told the lady she rose to magnificent heights when she was rehearsing with Susanna. I even promised her a screen test.
She's in love with the whole world again, including you.
You mean no banana boats? I will never allow another banana aboard this ship.
Captain, would you say that again, please?
Say what again?
That line about the bananas.
I will never allow another banana aboard this ship.
Yes, but as you said it before, with the same dramatic fervor.
I will never allow another banana aboard this ship.
You're not saying it like you mean it.
I do mean it. I will never allow another banana aboard this ship.
That's it. That is it.
Oh, come on now, Captain. Tell me honestly, whom were you under contract to? 20th? Metro? Paramount? Me?
You can't fool Mr. Ames, sir. He's a fine director, and he knows an actor when he sees one.
A great.
Well, it's true, I did do a bit of thespian in college. My Henry IV was considered more than adequate.
Shakespeare, you see, I knew it. Oh, Captain, you do us a great honor if you take a part in this picture. I know it won't be worthy of you, I admit that, but that great, magnificent voice of yours will give it added dimension.
Well, you're not serious.
Yes.
Oh, of course he is, Captain. But you couldn't take the part anyway.
And why couldn't I?
Well, because we'll only be in Tahiti for a few hours.
Oh, Miss Pomeroy, your private grapevine doesn't seem to be working. I have arranged to lay over in port for a day for some necessary engine repairs.
Well, I am glad to hear you say that, Captain. Then, you'll do it?
I'll do it.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, sir.
Good night.
Good night. And good night to you, too, Miss Pomeroy.
Good night, sweet prince.
I will never allow another banana aboard this ship. I will never allow another banana aboard this ship.
Yeah, that ought to work real good. Cover it up as soon as you can. We'll be getting to it real soon. All right. Come on, fellas, let's go, huh? Snap to it. Charlie, a little more to the left, huh? Yeah, that's fine. George.
Yes?
George, where is my social director turned actress and my captain turned actor?
They'll be here any minute now. You must have a non-breakable contract with the studio, Mr. Ames.
No, better than that. You see, my uncle happens to be the largest stockholder, and me, I'm just his favorite nephew.
Oh, Susanna.
Nucci, what are you doing back there? They told you could watch the scene.
Who wants to watch? I want to be in it.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Anytime, Miss Pomeroy.
Sorry.
Well, you nervous?
Not a bit. Until you do Captain Huxley's scene, that is. Where do you want me?
Oh, yes, right over here. You know the scene.
Oh, yes, we know it perfectly.
Miss Nugent, I've already told you there's no part in this picture for you.
Oh, well, I'll just ad-lib, you know, and hum a little while Susanna sings. Well, the world will never know what it's missed.
If you will, please.
Oh.
All right, places, everybody. Let's go. Now, shall we rehearse this once again, or shall we try it?
Well, as they say, roll 'em.
Okay, you sing it pretty, here. Okay. Ready? All right, everybody, now let's make it good. Come on now.
Oh.
All right, roll them.
That night in Tahiti, scene 94, take 1.
Action.
Out of the mist, lips I have kissed, call tenderly. Out of the west, hands I have pressed, beckon to me. the sea, waiting for me, lonely and blue. Somebody sighs, somebody cries. I love you, I love you. Drifting in dreams, drifting it seems, back to the shore, where hand in hand over the sand we stroll once more. Heart of my heart, no more we'll part, I hear him say. But with the dawn, my dreams have gone astray. Bye, my isle of golden dreams.
All right, cut.
I liked it.
That was very good, Susanna.
Really?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it was perfect. Now we'll try it once more.
Well, if it was perfect, why do we have to do it again?
Honey, we never print the first take on an A picture. All right, places, everybody. Let's try it again. Captain Huxley! Captain Huxley, please, we're losing the sun.
Give me one moment more, my lad. For this role, I must look perfect.
Have you shown him the script yet?
No.
Why not?
Well, let's not forget that he's an amateur. In order to get the proper reaction, it has to come as a complete surprise. What casting? What casting? Why, you look like you've been a beachcomber all your life.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, it's a compliment.
Oh. Well, now, shall we get a copy of the script so I can study my lines?
No. I don't think that'll be necessary, Captain. You see, actually, there's a minimum of dialogue. To tell the truth, there's only one line of dialogue.
One line of dialogue?
Yes, and that's said by Leilani, the native girl.
That's me.
You mean I'm bringing back silent pictures?
Captain Huxley, why? An actor of your talent? What do you need lines for? The story can be told with your face. Those eyes. Those nostrils. That mouth. They can express every nuance of emotion.
As the Chinese say, one picture is worth 1,000 words.
Well, I am not Chinese, and I demand some words. What am I going to do with this magnificent voice you raved about? Just breathe heavily with it?
Mr. Ames, couldn't he ad-lib a scream? You know, a sort of a startled scream at just the right place.
That's a good idea.
Oh, now I get it. You're only using me so Miss Pomeroy can be in the picture. Well, it won't work, Mr. Ames. I have retired from the drama again.
Oh, there you are, Captain. My, you look loathsome. Have you told him we're going to play a scene together for my screen test?
Mm-hmm, including a big close-up, but Captain Huxley doesn't want to do it.
He what? Perhaps you'd prefer to play the beachcomber in real life.
Now, who said I wouldn't do it? Now, who?
Hurry, we'll lose the sun. Come on, everybody, places. All right, here we go. Miss Nugent, what are you doing up there?
Well, I thought this was a good place for me to be in the picture. Well, I still say the world will never know what it's missed.
All right, attention, everyone. Look, first of all, we're going to do a long establishing shot. Mrs. Mason, would you be kind enough to sit here along the path where the beachcomber makes his entrance? We'll have you weaving a basket. The prop man will give it to you in just a little bit. Oh, Susanna, you'll be over there on the rock. Captain, you make your entrance right along here, along the path, and as you see Mrs. Mason, she smiles at you flirtatiously. You bow back. And as you notice Susanna over on the rock, you walk toward her, at which point she's going to cry out, "Beware! Beware! The Akelana Nui!"
May I ask, what is an Akelani Nui?
Well, it's a trap, and I'm warning you.
A trap? I feel a little like a condemned man.
Hurry up, Captain, or we'll lose the sun.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Captain Huxley. By the way, when you hear Susanna cry out her warning, do me a favor and take one more step toward her. Have you got that?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Miss Pomeroy?
Quiet, everybody!
All right. Now, when the captain gets right there, that's when you say your beware line, okay?
Right.
Fine. Captain, back a little more, please. Just a little bit more. That's it. That's fine. All right. Whoop. Beg your pardon. All right. Roll 'em.
Quiet! That night in Tahiti, scene 39, take 1.
Action.
Beware. Beware the Akelana Nui.
Cut!
Did I do something wrong?
You didn't have it here.
I didn't.
When you said beware, the first time you said beware, you've got to sell the idea. Look, you're a Leilani. You're the daughter of a Polynesian mother and a French father who died when you were a child. Then one day the beachcomber comes into your life. Now he represents that fierce pride in a father that you never had. And then he takes to drink. Slowly he goes to pieces in front of your tortured eyes. And the final disgrace comes when the natives set a trap for him. Now, you're warning him as a protection of that father symbol. You're crying out against his final, fatal step.
All this with beware?
That's how Oscars are won. Okay, places, everybody, please. Come on. We're losing the sun.
I can't wait to see you fall in the trap, Captain.
Fall in a trap?
Is that a trap?
Thank you, Mrs. Mason. Thank you.
All right, roll it.
Quiet! That night in Tahiti, scene 39, take 2.
Captain, back just a little bit. All right, action.
Beware! Beware the Akelana Nui!
I will kill someone with my bare hands.
Perfect. What a performance.
It was?
Oh, you were magnificent. A star is born. You were wonderful.
Oh, well, maybe you'd like for me to do it again. I don't really think I gave it my best.
Oh, well, no, Captain. In my book, I'd like to remember you as One-Take Huxley.
Oh. Well, Miss Pomeroy, you were certainly right about one thing.
What's that?
Who needs dialogue? Not when you can express every nuance of emotion with your eyes, your nostrils, your mouth.
I'm catching a plane for Hollywood. I've contacted a dramatic coach to prepare me for my future, and I owe it all to you and Captain Huxley. Thanks to your grim determination and bravery, I've already made my film debut.
Well, it wasn't anything that any madman wouldn't do.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
And remember, attend your neighborhood theater.
Very well. Miss Pomeroy.
Oh, come now, Captain. Doesn't it give you a warm feeling to make somebody happy and get rid of him at the same time?
Well, at least I can look a banana in the face again.
Oh, Cedric! 2 on the house. Cheers.
Cheers.